This this video is I'm here trying to show you why Dead Space, the new game that they made as a remake, is something that you should not support if you care about stuff like your mom or your dad, the future of space, and pretty much just everything in the whole world, you know? I really love the first Dead Space. I wanted to love this remake, but I just can't. It's woke. It's an obvious piece of Marxist propaganda trying to get you to buy soy sauce and put it in your soy milk and stop you from buying Sports Illustrated. The swimsuit edition, not the actual sports ones. It's okay to watch sports on TV, but looking at pictures of guys playing sports actually lowers your testosterone. Just take a look at this. In the original Dead Space, Isaac sets an explosive that goes off right in his face because he's a man and men can do that. In the remake, he has to hide behind cover like a pansy. So, if he's not acting like a man, what is he? A woman? Are we supposed to accept that Isaac Clarke is now a woman? Well, I'm sorry, but I refuse to accept that. I'm tired of all this stuff being jammed down my throat. And if you are too, support me on Patreon to help me continue the fight against the people who are trying to ruin our society by making us think that a man wouldn't take an explosion to the face. Did you know that the bathrooms in Dead Space Remake are gender neutral? Yeah, apparently 500 years from now, the woke army has completely taken over. And I don't know about you, but in 500 years, I don't want to be sharing my bathroom with people who aren't normal. And I don't expect to be, because they're not going to win. And they've been trying to do this forever. Have you ever seen that communist propaganda movie RoboCop? Did you... Oh. Hi. Did you know that in the first part you can see the locker room in the police station and there's a lot of dudes in there? They're showering. And then bam, you see women in the same room. One of them isn't even covering her things above her stomach and everyone can just see them. Why is there not a separate room for the ladies? RoboCop, like Dead Space, takes place in the future, so again, they're telling us that there's no separation between a man and a woman. And I feel bad for the normal policemen in this movie. Never mind the fact that they're getting shot and killed every day, but can you imagine what it's like to have to go home and tell your wife that not only do you have to share a bathroom with guys that aren't normal like you, but you also have to see naked women? I'd much rather tell my wife that I've been looking at naked dudes. And how about Starship Troopers? Another movie in the future, and this time it's soldiers and they all shower together, men and women. It's so wrong to do this, and it's dangerous. If something horrible happens to the ladies during these showers, it would be the fault of the woke army for making this situation happen, instead of it being the ladies' fault like it usually is. The directors of these movies really should just get together and make the ultimate woke disaster film so we can all laugh at it. That would be great. What was I talking about? I wanted to be upset about something today, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, right, Dead Space. There's these signs all over the Ishimura showing people working with non-white people, and it's just so offensive, you know? Posters from the original that had 2 white people on it are now changed to have non-white people. It's all over the place, man. And maybe you didn't notice this, but there isn't a single non-white corpse in the entire ship. Every single dead body is a straight white man with a family. Join my Patreon so we can fight against all this hate. In the medical area, they've added a poster, and it's not something they changed. They added it because it was so important to have this. a poster advertising counseling services. Counseling? Men don't need counseling, okay? That's just more woke, feel-good propaganda trying to destroy the definition of man. Haven't you ever seen Mad Men? Back when men were repressing their feelings, everything was fine. Look at this. What the hell is this? Hero jelly? I thought it was offensive to make fun of the way Chinese people say hello. God, what a double standard. They probably don't care because it's jelly, and jelly is a vegan thing, so it cancels out the hero thing. It's nice to see that there's some barbecued meat on this ship, but look at these letters under the logo. They don't look very American, and I don't want my interplanetary mining job offering me some weird Indian food. I expect American food like pizza and sausages. Oh, and Swiss cheese. Have you ever had Swiss cheese? It's the best. Truly an American classic. They should rename it American cheese. And at the bottom of the poster, it says MMMM. And I mean, I don't really know what they're trying to say with that, but if you flip it upside down, it's 4 W's. Woke, 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 woke. They're barely even trying to hide it anymore. And the woke ruination of Dead Space doesn't stop there. Kendra Daniels is missing the big things above her stomach that ladies get. They know more big now. It was very distracting, and I couldn't enjoy all the nice graphics. I was so distracted that I almost didn't even notice the race swap on the guy that gets killed in the beginning. And that's unacceptable, because if I don't notice it, then how am I supposed to get mad about it and make these videos? This guy who looks, I don't know, he looks like he could be a normal person, is now an Asian guy, and they make him part of the story by having Hammond hallucinate about him. And yeah, okay, there was an Asian guy in the background of the original too, but he died and it went away, so it's fine. Now this guy dies and he comes back, which is just so ridiculous, you know? He shouldn't even be here in the first place. Asian people can't move in space. We all know this. They have chi, and that means they have to stay on Earth because it's connected to the magical spirits of their country. I find it shocking that the woke propagandists at EA Motive could get it so wrong. Okay, yeah, so that's Dead Space. Don't buy it. If you buy it, you're responsible for the future ending up exactly like Dead Space is showing it to be. Instead, subscribe to my Patreon and get hourly updates about wokeness in gaming. Thank you.